Good evening, welcome to Start Building Me, wherever you are in the world. Is it in Europe morning or Australia or Asia in the evening? Exercise is mandatory, and that's what Start Building Me is trying to educate you with. If you've never trained before, you've been injured and you're making a comeback, or you're making a comeback just because life got in the way, that's what I am here for, and that's what I want you to sign up and subscribe here on Twitch or YouTube, Facebook, wherever it is, to just get into your mind that this is something that you do daily. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch of time, and hell, it's not going to be a whole bunch of time for me. I am coming off a high off Australia, beating Denmark 1-0. That was great, through to the round of 16, and I am not going to have a cheat day tomorrow, so I'm going to go get a kebab tonight, maybe some tacos, I don't know. Also, I've got Diamond Dale, as you can see, this big black brindled leg there. He's going to be in the way. He kind of jailbroke it into the Start Building Me studio and was very happy with himself, charging around the room, and so now he's just taken a seat there, so I'll try and work around him for the time being. So I'm just going to do a bunch of squats. Let's walk and talk. If you haven't done a squat before, this is what it looks like. You're sitting down on something and you're standing back up. Without having to overthink it, folks, that's all we're going to be doing today. So if you've got a bed, a chair, anything like that, you can sit down and stand up from it. Welcome to unconscious incompetence. Without thinking about anything, through the 4 stages of competence. Evening, Jazz, good to see you. Hope you got some shredding down last night. I've got a very disgruntled Diamond Dale here. He was thinking that he was going to get something more exciting. He got less than he bargained for. He charged in here and was tearing through all my cables in the studio, and then realizes that he has to just do a short session with me. So let's do a few. So like I always say, folks, just try and do a few. 3, 4, 5, and the habit is what we're after, not the exercise. Yeah, I know you can see big chicken wing leg. Isn't that right? Clop, clop. That's the sound that his tail makes on my floor mats. And I'll give you something special when we get out, little man, or big man. 50-kilo dog. And then do some more. 1, 2, 3, for instance. And then take another load off. We're trying to compete against ourselves and our performance yesterday. Please don't rip up the studio, Dale. Big sigh. It's tough life being a big black brindled buffhead in the tropics. They've had a good easy day, so have I. Finished Gran Turismo 7, and what else was I going to do? Actually, not much tonight, but it's going to be a funny view from the camera too. You'll probably move when I get up and try and do some push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is something that you should really just try and get into the habit. Tiny Dale, he's a tiny, minuscule little pooch. Still my baby Dale is what I call him. He's still my baby, because he's still a puppy. He turns 3 in January, on the 1st of January, and basically dogs are still puppies till they're 4, so he still acts like a puppy. Like every time I go out, if I'm in here doing Start Building Me and I go outside, it's like he hasn't seen me all day, and he has these big circular tails and he comes over and knocks his head against me. It's really endearing. So they're good value to have around. The Sarge is out on the couch making sure nobody gets a jump on the perimeter. Gotta love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take another load off. I'm going to take a pretty easy one myself, folks, because well, just because, I suppose. I have got no plans for the evening. I am going to watch Germany versus Costa Rica at 4, probably more like 5 o'clock kickoff, which will be good. I think Germany depends on Japan getting a result, either a draw or a win, I think, and obviously they have to win. So it's Might not be great for the old Krauts, unfortunately. There goes one of my overall bets, but what can you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get some blood pumping through my knees. Mate, like I said, I've had a casual one myself, no worries, and as I always say, folks, not just a Sully star jump, but we're competing against ourselves in our performance yesterday. Sometimes you want to come in, you want to do a couple, and then call it quits. You might be on the phone, you can do them on the phone, see them on the radio, no, hear them on the radio, see them on the TV show. Reminded me of Cypress Hill Standby. Anyway, just do what you have, and as I've explained, to Sully start jump before, when you have problems with joints and issues like that, there's sometimes you can go harder than others, sometimes you don't really want to do anything, and that's the whole message at startbuilding.me, is that there is no set prescription for any of this stuff. As much as I defied it my whole life, you know, we are all actually different. And I bit my tongue again today, like the fool I am. I just get in the car and pop in some extra chewing gum and start rapid-fire chewing like I'm a Premier League coach or something, and just keep on biting my tongue like with full force, like full casual, full force, chomping down on my damn tongue. And in this instance, I can't even remember what I was doing. It wasn't important. I was putting fuel in the car or something. Anyway, tongue heals quickly. So that's the good side of it. But it's going to burn when I inevitably get a chili taco or chili kebab after this. Maybe both, because I'm not going to have a cheat day tomorrow. I'm going to go on a trail run tomorrow for the first time and see how that goes. I have only been riding this week to try and get my knee into a decent position, and everything feels good. The hounds have just been getting short walks because the thunderstorms that we've had this week have made it so that the trails are underwater, and the first thing, I let Keith off the leash and he just will run and just go straight into a puddle and like be rolling on his back going, just like, what are you going to do about it? So the answer is nothing. I just have to come back and hose him off, like I said, like a Billy Madison, where he's just sitting there squirting the hose in the kid's face. That's the old face-a-me-do treatment that young Keith gets, because it's like everywhere. It's like a film of a coating that he has of just junk everywhere, so you got to do it. That's it. Jazzercising by name, jazzercising by nature. And the old metal rooster, having the night off to play some metal, which was good. I came and trained anyway, didn't want to, but I was just like, look, I don't go to the gym at the moment, I just come here and do some push-ups and do some squats. I do chin-ups outside, but I've taken this week off doing those because I was getting some tendon issues, so you've got to sort of learn the old push and pull. Keith and the leash, yeah, he needs a short leash. Unlike Diamond Dale, it's just a very good boy, aren't you, big black? He does this. Dale's so lazy that when you stop patting him, he just gets a leg and goes. It's just like, keep patting me. You just did it again. No, you wait. I'm going to bust out a few more of these, get some blood pumping through, as I always say, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back. Also, obviously, your calves get action. Anything where your core is like a pendulum, sort of perpendicular somewhat to the ground, means you're going to be getting some core stability and core tension in there as well, folks. So, like I said, it's a all-over body maneuver. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One thing I've been meticulous with this week as well, folks, is my glucosamine and my fish oil in the form of, excuse me, omega-3s that I have from Ethical Nutrients. I'm not shilling them, not sponsored by them, but it just comes as a fruit punch flavor, which is less gag worthy than the peppermint one. And you can give like a good dose, like 10 mils or something like that a day. And I put it to you, something that's good for your heart functioning in the blood, and also for your joint lubrication. It's pretty, like I got it on sale for $39. It's usually $56 for a bottle. 250 mils maybe, I can't remember, but if it's just 10 mils a day, it sort of lasts quite a long time. And I'm not sure, I know Sal Jump is in the same position as me, where there's a lot less drinking going on these days and hence a lot more savings, so I think it's probably worth getting. Check it out in Chemist Warehouse, Ethical Nutrients, just like a bottle. The tropical one is certainly less gag worthy than the peppermint one. Don't make the same mistake I made, where you're like, oh yeah, peppermint, that sounds good, but it's like peppermint mixed with a mild fish smell, and it's like, I won't even talk about it. It's making me feel ill. Big Black, just falling asleep here on the mat, mate. Taking it easy. Good on you. Had a decent walk though, both of them, and then they just had a, Thunderdome session in the living room, which is sort of good why I can separate them up at this time as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, exactly. It's mine as well. I always joke about that. Definitely mine as well. Could be worse. Oh man, my tongue. I'm going to have to repent. I feel like tacos. There's a Taco Bell up the road. It's not as good as the actual, like Guzman, or what's the other one? Sombrero? Can't remember. Anyway, let's try and get 2 more sets of 5 out and call it quits, folks. What do you say? Well, call it quits and do some push-ups, of course. So you just want to get the blood pumping, folks. You want to do more than you did yesterday, or the same amount that you did yesterday. Get the blood pumping, folks. That's really it. People will be trying to pull you in all directions in life. You have to do an hour, you have to wear spandex, you have to sign up to this, you have to eat this, you have to have this supplements. You don't. Just like the Nike slogan, please don't sue me, but just do it. It's the smartest slogan ever, is if you just get a bit of blood pumping through your body. Okay, you might not look like Arnie, or insert some celebrity bimbo or himbo that you want to look like, but the benefits are far, far greater. As I've always explained to people, that appearance is a fringe benefit of exercising. The main benefit is that you're not going to drop dead. You're not going to get all these kind of illnesses that come from sedentary lifestyle. And you're going to sleep better. You're going to feel better. You can't be mentally healthy without doing physical health exercises as well, folks. I know people, oh my God, they hate this. They will do anything they can. Oh, I eat right, and I don't drink and do drugs, and I drink heaps of water, and I sleep 8 hours a night. It doesn't really matter, folks. Like, humans are supposed to do this in some shape or form. You don't really have to overthink about it. Like I said, sit down on something, stand back up. Sit down on something, stand back up. Do as many as you can. Do as a handful, right? Like I said, you can sit down on something, stand back up, and at work you do that 2 times an hour. So, most people do, they'll go to the bathroom anyway. So be like, I got to go to the bathroom. I do all this kooky stuff in offices, folks. I was always the office kook, and, I wear that with a badge of honor. Sitting down, and you're like, okay, I got to go to the bathroom. 1, 2, 3, and go. Or every time you penalize yourself for having a cup of tea. 1, 2, 3. Somebody looks at you in the office. You give them a death stare. Look at and maintain eye contact. 1, 2, 3. Who cares? Who are they? As Mayhem says in Metal: A Headbanger's Journey, who are they? And I will refrain from using the expletives that he uses. And my blood's pumping. I've got my 100 BPM heart rate, which is quite elevated, despite my normal heart rate being pretty low. So let's call it quits from there. I will switch down to Dave's patented crotch cam, where unfortunately you have the head of a big black and brindled baby Dale. What's up, Dale? Clop, clop, clop. It's too much exertion for Dale, as you can see. He's a big solid dog, aren't you, Dale? He's a very good boy, though. Not great, but you're not bad, are you? You're my good friend. You don't come and sleep on my pillow when there's a thunderstorm like Keith. Keith just like runs in your room and like, chill out, Dale. Just runs in your room and hops up on the bed and like, Dale will be next to me, and then he's like, nah, I got to get closer to the boss because I'm freaked out by the thunderstorm. He used to sleep outside. It sounds more gnarly inside, I guess. And you'll run in and hop on my pillow and cuddle up, and then he's just like, I'm not sure where you're sleeping, mate. Sorry, but I'm sleeping right here on the pillow because it smells like you, or I don't know what it is. Anyway, folks. Many forms of push-ups. If you've never done a push-up before, you can do them off your knees. People say that's not really a push-up. Well, look, it looks like a push-up to me. You're pushing yourself up off the ground. That's what a push-up is. All you're doing is pumping blood around your upper body. It's the lower body, the upper body's version of a squat. So you're trying to get, it's a compound lift, meaning you're going to be getting some core stability in there, you're spreading your fingers, you're going to be using your shoulders, you're using your, this side, triceps, which is going to engage your arms and do the prime moving of that. It's actually less chest if you do it with your arms roughly shoulder length. And like I said, whatever you've got, folks, doesn't have to be strict. Nothing in life is strict. And the example that I use is if you're on the battlefield and you're running on the battlefield and people are shooting at you and you fall over, are you going to get penalized if you don't do a push-up like this? That's right, Dale. You're not, are you? Clop, 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 clop. No pats. You got too busy. Pats later, okay? No pats now. Dale, don't mess up my green screen. You can't see it, that's good. This is my good mutt. Anyway, what's this? Did you hear about the bear who OD'd on cocaine in 1985? They're making a horror movie about it. That is amazing. Please do. I have heard of the concept on a podcast or something like that. I thought it was one of those things that wouldn't be true. That is amazing, and that would be truly terrifying. When I used to be a bouncer, you right there, Dale? When I used to be a bouncer, and people used to be drugged out of their mind, the stuff you used to see, heavens forbid it would be a grizzly bear. Ray Liotta, dude, he died. Jazz is the Hollywood insider here, but I'm pretty sure Ray Liotta died. Anyway, I'm going to try and bust out some push-ups. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to try and have a quick session as well. Get some tacos into me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Oh, it's his last movie. That's awesome. No, I'll definitely like to check it out. Check it out, Dale? My good boy. Oh, where's my big black dog, Angel? Where's your little rat brethren? You didn't make the cut in time. It's okay. Oh, but Dale, you're looking very tentative. I'm very unpredictable, aren't I? Sometimes I come in and, oh, yeah, Dale, yeah, let's give Dale a hard time, don't I? Oh, no, I don't. He's a very good boy, Dale. I don't know what I'll do without you, big man. This is in here the Dave Virtual Therapy Hour with Therapy Diamond. Dale, it's a little bit close, mate. Therapy Sal, the General. Jazzercise, the Sergeant, man. Jazz has been doing this since 2020. We've been moving through all the different iterations of this stuff. It's been cool. Dale. Watch this. When we're finished, I'll give you a poodle treat. A poodle banger. Some poodle bangers. Oh, that's not very nice, is it, Dale? But I will give you one. Oh, smack on the Dale. No, yes I will. Don't lie. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When Dale yawns, he's got the biggest softy yawn. It's like, whee! Isn't it, Dale? Oh no, I'll give you a treat. I will give you a treat, big man. You know I will. That's why you've got this big gut, hmm? Oh, Dale. Wait till the pie's Dale. His paws are so big, they look like he should be a much, much bigger dog. Anyway, I'm going to do another 30 push-ups. And Sal better get back to the chublet. Jazz better get back to his wife, or probably some work, knowing Jazz, you never really leave it there. Although I will take you up on Counter-Strike tomorrow night, that'll be good. And let's go, Germany! Give us a win against Costa Rica tomorrow morning. Good big boy. Oh, Keith's outside. He's not too happy, is he, Dale? Not one bit. Poodle bangers. Yo, sorry, I was reading the screen. Oh, because you love them. I used to have the sausages, aka the PBs, not personal best, but the word I just said that will be torturing Dale. But then you used to yak them up, big man. Yak them all up all over the floor. And he'd be on the bed like, hook, and he's like running to the door. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay, just keep running. Let him out, blah, all over the floor on the patio, or he'd eat like a cane toad. And would be in bed, and Emery's like waking me up. It's like, Dale's sick again. I'm like, that's his problem. Oh, Dale, it wasn't very nice of me when you were a little pup, weren't you? But you have to learn sometime. Cane toads are not for poodle consumption. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they never will be, big man. Oh, Dale, you're flinching. Oh, Dale, you never know, And quite unpredictable. Don't worry, Dale, they know this as well. They're like, oh, Crazy Dave. It's not an ironic nickname, is it, Dale? No. He still wants pats. He's terrified. Don't want to make a scene here, Dale. Don't want to... You just ran in and just like pulled through all these cables, and I was like, no, Dale, no. All right, bust more 10. Glitching out here. I'll bust 10 push-ups out. Try and enunciate my words a little bit carefully, a little bit more carefully for our international audience who might not understand how to speak Australian North Queensland Drongo. Isn't that right, Dale? Yes, please win, Germany. It was awesome to see Australia win. That was really cool. Oh, but lads, you freaked out when you heard me roar. That was a mad goal that Australia scored as well. It wasn't like, thanks for coming penalty goal or something like that. Like it was, some Maradona SHIT. 100% awesome goal. Really made it a worthy victory. Bust out 10, then tacos, but a poodle PB before I leave to keep them occupied. Else the Thunderdome will kick off. Anyway, tense your butt, dig your toes into the ground, look up and breathe, folks. Never stop breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. E basta! E fui! E the poodle banger! Oh, Dale, you're a good sport, aren't you? You're a good sport. Smack this big black brindle bum. All right, folks, take it easy. And we'll get out of here too, Dale. What do you reckon?